Welcome to Santos Brothers Eat, Food Worth Mentioning.
Where Chef Jeff and his brother Kenny talk about their amazing adventures eating and tasting food that is so incredible, they have got to just share it with the world.
My mouth is salivating already.
All right, so this is Kenny Santos for Santos Brothers Eat. I'm with my brother Chef Jeff Santos. Together we are your favorite Filipinos. And, welcome to our podcast, or if this isn't your first time, welcome back to our podcast where me and my brother, we talk about food worth mentioning, and we are starting up a new season. This is our third season. We started up when the pandemic kind of started, and then basically every January we decided to start a new season. So this is the second January. Yeah, the second January would be our third season, and it's been a fun ride so far, hasn't it, Jeff?
Oh, it's been great. I can't believe before we started season 3, so many milestones we've done. We've reviewed so many restaurants, so many places to eat, and recipes and just some food trends.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's been an amazing journey, an amazing adventure, and I'm happy to do it with you, Ken.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? Super duper kudos to all of those restaurants that offered us free meals, because that's a nice perk. We like talking about food, but of course we like eating the food, because if we can't eat the food, there's nothing to talk about, right? It's just nice to see pictures and stuff. And so what's kind of neat is that if you're unfamiliar with the Santos brothers, we do have our own YouTube channel, and it all started off with us just kind of eating weird foods, and then we expanded into the podcast. Last season, a couple of weird foods that we ate, we had the cotton candy mac and cheese or KD, and also the chicken feet. I think that's all we had.
Last season.
Yeah.
The
durian pastry. We did the durian pastry. That was last season.
Last season? Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It may have been season 1. May have been season 1.
No, that was last season, because it was we started March 2020, and nothing really opened up until afterwards.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
So exactly right.
So check out our YouTube channel. If you want to get all of our information, you could actually see it on our website. And so our website is here. Whoops. It's right here. It's us. Can you see that, Jeff?
Yeah, all good. There we go.
So Santos Brothers Eats, it's SantosBrosEat.carrd.co. So SantosBrosEat.card with 2 R's.co, and that's going to be in our show notes. But there's links out to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you want to check us out, those are the ways. Obviously, if you want to see it on video, it's either Facebook or YouTube. So today, I went to a place this weekend, right?
Yeah.
And then now you went to a place. Was it this weekend, Jeff, or when did you go?
It was during the Christmas holiday that I went.
Okay, but it was during the Christmas holiday, but it was in between the seasons, so that's why we get to talk about it today.
Yes, sir.
And so those of you that remember last season, and I am going to have to pull up our episodes from last season. I should have done that, but I talked about an Egyptian restaurant called Maha's Cafe, or not Maha's Cafe, Maha's Egyptian Brunch. And so that was... it was a lot of fun. And that was actually season 2, episode 35. That's when Jeff was talking about the Japanese egg sandwiches. And then I talked about Maha's Egyptian brunch. And I was raving about this place. As a matter of fact, I loved it so much that I put it up as the runner-up for my best of season 2. I had 3 other restaurants that I wanted in season 2, but I really was raving about this place. So this is the place, Maha's Egyptian Brunch. I'm just making sure you can see that, right, Jeff? The website?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, bright and clear. There we go.
See that bright and clear. And so I ended up getting the Cairo Classic, but I had my eye on this one right here, the Kebda Eskandarani, right? So those of you that speak the language, I'm not saying it properly, I understand, but I wanted to try it. But every time I went to go, I remember it was a lineup outside, so they're super busy, they're super popular. So I thought I would beat the system by calling for pickup. And I remember I called for pickup, and they said, "We're too busy for pickup. Call later." I thought, "Oh my goodness,
that's crazy." That's crazy, though.
Right? And it wasn't like a special, it was super, like it was a big snowstorm or something like that. No, it was just like a regular day. And they said, "Yeah, we're too busy right now. Call in about an hour or so." But I wanted to eat then, right? And so I've always kind of wanted to go. And there was a place that opened up called Aragoz Egyptian Kitchen. And then
Yeah.
I actually saw this. I think it was on Blog TO that I saw it. Do you remember,
Yeah.
Jeff? Yeah, I remember I
I believe so
sent you.
too.
Yeah, I sent you. Let's see. I sent you the article. Here it is.
Yeah,
This
there
was
you go.
posted 10 days ago. Argos, and it just said Egyptian street food subs. And I thought, oh, cool. And it's in Scarborough. So I thought, oh, you know
There
what?
we go.
Gotta check this place out. So I did check it out last weekend, and so I want to tell you about it. And they did offer. Here's their website. They did offer Kebda, and so
Oh,
Kebda is here. Same,
okay.
it's the same word, everything. I was like,
Hmm.
ooh, that's what I wanted. And so I ordered
Nice.
ahead.
Ooh,
They have a cool little ordering system, right? Because you could actually order it. How did I do it? I think I just pressed this. Yeah, you could order it, add to
oh, there
cart.
we go.
And then
Okay.
what's kind of nice is that it says we're usually ready in an hour. So that's pretty cool. Just because I knew that when I was ordering, and so I ordered it before I really wanted it, and I could just kind of pick it up whenever I wanted. And they even sent me a text when it was ready. Said, "Oh, your order's
Nice.
ready." So it was all good. And actually, so I ordered it. Let's say I ordered for a 2:30 pickup. I ordered it at I think it was 12:30 or something like that. So I gave them like 2 hours time notice, and then even at 2 o'clock, they sent a text saying, "Hey, just a reminder, you're supposed to pick up food in 30 minutes." So you know
That's
what? I
good.
had already paid, right? So I'm like, they
Yeah.
didn't have to remind me, but it was
Nope.
pretty cool. Kebda Eskandari, and so, oh wow, I didn't know that you could do that on their website. So um, when you have a peek, this is me picking up the food. Hold on a second. Here it is. Here I am picking up the food. It's just on Kingston Road there, Aragoz Egyptian Kitchen, and I
Sorry,
had a
where Kingston and what? Sorry, just so
oh,
people could
like
know.
Kingston and Markham, Kingston and
Okay.
Markham.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's
Okay.
just west of Markham Road.
Okay.
Yeah, just west of Markham Road in a little strip mall there. And so I'm glad that you stopped me and asked me that because yeah, it's pretty close by for me, right? Because we live at basically Markham and Lawrence, so it's just real
Yep.
close. And so here's a picture of their menu. And you know what, their menu on their online on their website is a lot more comprehensive. But if you
Yeah.
kind
Of
of walked
course.
in, I don't imagine like if you walked in an order, it probably wouldn't take an hour, like for their
No,
food.
it
'Cause,
shouldn't.
yeah, it shouldn't
Yeah.
take that long, but since you're ordering ahead, why not, And
Yeah.
so all these different things, they have all the awesome stuff like the hummus, the baba ganoush, the tahini, all that
Hmm.
awesome stuff that I happen to like. And so I ordered the kebda. Kebda, by the way, I should have asked him if he was the owner. I didn't even get a picture of the two of us together. But kebda, by the way, means liver, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
And
So right
then
there means liver.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then Eskandarani means Alexandria. So I think it's a
Okay.
region,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Yeah. Oh, so it's in the region of Egypt? Is that how that
Hmm.
works? And he
Yeah.
says that area, like there's other areas that are closer to the sea, and then they would be serving more seafood, but the Kebda Eskandarani, they actually specialize in liver, which is kind of neat, right? And if you remember from season 2, it was Tuts. Remember Tuts,
Yep.
Egyptian, was it
Touching sandwiches, I think it
yeah,
was called.
Egyptian street food, right? And
Yes.
we ate there, loved the food, and we wanted to get their chicken liver sliders, and they
Right.
didn't have them
Yes.
available. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool, and I'll get the episode number there, and if not, I'll make sure that episode number's in the show notes. So I thought I want to try this kebda because, yeah, I don't know, I was in the mood for liver. And so it doesn't photograph all that well, but here it
Okay.
is, right? So it comes with a flatbread and some tahini sauce. Why did that
All
shrink
right.
down? And so there it is, big serving. I mean, that's all
Yeah, I
liver,
could
Jeff.
tell. That's all liver.
Huge
Wow.
serving. They come with these lime
Wow.
wedges. Pictures, the color's not that good. They were nice and green when I had them, but the
Okay.
picture didn't do well. This thing was spicy. So if I was going to share this
Yeet.
with you, Jeff, you wouldn't be able to have a lot. And I'll tell you,
Or get more bread or rice. So
yeah,
that would
get
be.
some
And more tahini. Yeah.
the tahini, because when I just had it, it tasted like. Now I'm going to ask you as a chef, Jeff, because
Mhm.
oftentimes now this liver wasn't guilty of this, but often liver just tastes like a blood clot. It's just like I don't know. It's just
No,
or
liver.
iron.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
liver does have a distinct taste.
yeah.
That's why. And traditionally, you soak liver in milk. because
Oh, okay.
that's what helps draw out that sort of acidity or uric taste or whatever you have, and then also to help soften the meat.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then liver just basically should be just pan fried quickly, and then with the juices, some onions, of course, like liver and onions is a very classic dish.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so pan fried quickly, and then that is basically done. Add
Yeah.
the onions to it, a bit of sauce, and yeah. So
Yeah. This
so
didn't
yeah.
have that liver taste. Like, you know, that there's
Okay.
that liver taste that a lot of people, they
Yes.
don't like. It tasted
Distinct.
like very tender beef. I mean, there was a little bit of that liver taste, but it wasn't overpowering.
Okay.
Right? A little spicy. I liked it, but I liked it a whole lot more when I put the tahini sauce all over it.
All right.
If I wish I had more, because I was kind of like just dipping the liver in there, but if I had more, I actually would have dumped the tahini on top
And
and
mix it
then just
in.
kind of mixed it all around. And
Okay.
might have been better if I had it with rice. I mean, I brought it home,
Yeah.
so I could have eaten it with rice instead of
Okay.
with the pita. But it was pretty good. Um, I will say this is that I think I hyped myself up because I was expecting it to taste really, really awesome, and it was just
Oh
kind of
no.
okay. I mean,
All
I
right.
wasn't disappointed. I was happy with it. I actually went ahead onto Google Maps because Santos Brothers Eats. We actually have a Google account, and I actually gave them a good review. It's actually the first review that I think, unless you've given any, Jeff. This is the first
I
review
didn't
that.
know. I
Yeah,
should start doing that then. Awesome.
yeah, we should
Yes.
start. I was like, hey, why not? You know, we have the
Yeah.
account. Why not? So I gave them a good review. One, because, you know, the guy that was serving me, probably the owner, was super friendly, and it was good food. It was fresh. It was tender. It was great. I can only give it a 7 out of 10. You know, I can
Okay.
only give it a
That's
7 out of
fine.
10. But it was good enough that it kind of handled my craving for it because I
Okay.
really wanted to try this kebda. Like, I wanted to try it from Maha's kitchen, you know,
Sorry, quick question.
yeah.
Back to the liver. So it was liver slivers or liver slices, correct? Like
Yes,
what you see
yes.
in their picture? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those are slices. Like, yeah,
All
those
right.
are like thinly sliced. Yeah.
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 And was there onions too with
There
that, or
was
just the liver?
onions, there was onions, and then there was another vegetable that I think were some sort of pepper. Because often I would eat
Okay.
one and I would just get overpowered with the spice. So
Yeah.
I kind of had to
Okay.
watch out for those. Yeah.
All right.
It was good. But kind of going back, you know, I would want to try some other food there. You know, they
Hmm.
have this whole other menu that I would want to try.
I
Actually,
saw lamb shanks on their Blackboard menu, and I'm a big, huge fan of lamb shanks. Um, yeah.
yeah, maybe something
Actually,
that we could
go to
try
their
out.
signature
Yep,
because I saw what's the bottom the are those ducks or what is that?
right here,
No, no, next one. Yeah, I can't
a
tell.
himem. So I don't know what that is. It
Roast
could.
squab. There we go. So that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Squab. There it says there, right there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
So
didn't
look,
even see the
rice and
descriptions
cinnamon.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rice and a hint of cinnamon.
Oh, but look at
Not
that.
bad.
Requires 72-hour preparation.
Wow.
So you know what that means. They have to go to the parking lot, get a couple pigeons. No, just
Oh,
kidding. Sorry.
no, no. We can't
Aragoz.
say
No,
that.
no, just kidding. Just kidding.
You know what? We should just try it now, just because. Wow, no squab, eh? Not bad. I'm glad that you kind of looked that up. They kind of look like duck, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
from here. I was like, oh, is that duck? Wow. But no, it's roast squab. Okay.
yeah. So there's other food. I would go back. You know, I don't know if that's something
Hmm.
you'd want to do, Jeff. It's a lot closer than
It is.
Maha's,
Yeah.
so maybe we could try. The problem is, and it's kind of a minor problem, is that Jeff and I, we're the only ones in our family that kind of like this type of food. Like, our mother doesn't like it, our
Yeah.
father doesn't like it, and Diana doesn't like it, and even Dylan doesn't like it.
Dylan. Yeah.
So,
Dylan's like,
so it's only like if the two of us are going, and usually we have the other family members with us. So it's going to be
right.
kind of a tall order for us to go. That and
How about
um,
Mason?
Mason won't like it either. So that and any sort of Indian food, whether it's East Indian or West Indian, no one else in our family will eat it. So we're
No.
kind of stuck. But it was good food. I would go back, even though I only gave it a 7, just because I want to try some of their other foods. This is their
Yeah.
Instagram, and so yeah, their Instagram. Just kind of looking around there, they have a lot. Look at this. This looks like a lasagna, whatever that is. Eh?
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that.
Another one of our walking
Walking
specials.
specials: macarona bechamel with beef and a green salad,
Okay.
$12.
So it's their version of a like yeah, like a big mac and cheese
Yeah, it
with
doesn't.
beef
I
in it.
wouldn't. I wouldn't expect that from an Egyptian restaurant,
Yeah.
right? Like, when
But
would
I
they have a
love the
bechamel?
layering though.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like when they made this, they actually put those noodles down in a certain order. It's not like they just
They
kind of
did.
just put it out
No,
there haphazardly. So
exactly
they
right.
did take the effort to do it. And so everything on their Instagram profile looks great. So I'm super
Oh, the lamb shank.
thankful.
Yeah,
Ooh, is
lamb
that what
shank.
that is?
Look at that. Yeah,
Maybe that's what we should get when we go.
maybe.
Some of the lamb shanks. That
Mm.
sounds good. And so super thankful for BlogTO for
Yeah, as always.
recommending this and said, you know what? I wanted it. We've had the Egyptian food at Tut's Egyptian food, the food truck. I've had it at Maha's Egyptian brunch. Now I've also had it at Aragoz's Egyptian kitchen. So try them out. They're
Yeah.
a place that you just may like if you're into that sort of food.
Hmm.
If you like shawarmas, falafels, or even Greek food, you just may like
Yeah.
this. Although it's not Greek food, it's
No.
similar flavor
Yes.
profiles.
The Mediterranean taste, like yeah, that's what it's more centered around.
Yeah, things like olives and stuff, super yummy.
Hmm.
And then you went to a place. Now, this place was called Keeping Koi, right? The Keeping Koi
Yeah,
Cafe. Yeah,
Keeping Koi Cafe. So it was a cute name.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, cafe, bubble tea, and kitchen, and this is out in Mississauga,
Okay.
on Dundas, just west of her Ontario. And what was funny, so Diane and I used to live in Mississauga, and we used to get our hair cut at a place called Young and Beautiful, and they occupied a huge corner spot. I believe it used to be a bank, if I had to guess. And then during pandemic, a lot of places like restaurants and hairdressers closed down, including our hairdresser. And then when they reopened, we happened to notice that only their side door was open, not the front, where they used to have the opening. And then all of a sudden, we went there again, and it was this Keeping Koi Cafe. And my last visit there, I realized that the owner of the salon, of Young and Beautiful, was actually also the owner of this Keeping Koi Cafe.
Okay, so it's an exact same location, but totally
Yep,
different service.
exactly right.
Okay, now I'm gonna understand.
Yeah,
And it's the same owner, right?
same owner. So yeah,
Interesting.
I guess she wanted to branch out in both, some sort of service area. So she kept half the building for her salon, and then she, I guess, partnered with somebody, but she's the owner of this Keeping Koi Cafe.
Oh, so let me understand correctly. The salon's still there.
Salon's still there. Yes, I
Oh,
apologize. Salon
okay.
is still
I got
there.
mixed up. I thought this replaced the salon.
No, no,
So
no.
this business owner is expanding. So did the location kind of get split in half, or did they
That's
open
what
a
it
new?
is.
Oh,
No, no,
this got
yeah,
split in
split in
half.
half.
Nice,
Yes,
nice. Hey, that keeps the
exactly
overhead
right.
low, right? They don't have to
Oh, it
pay
does.
twice as much in rent, but they get two
No,
incomes. That's kind of cool.
exactly
I
right.
hope it
Yeah,
works out for them. That's cool.
yeah. So do I.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so yeah, Mississauga. Yeah, so their big thing is like they both do these sandwich boxes, or sort of these little lunch boxes, and that's what you see there. It's like a pizza box, and they basically load it up with protein, and then you get a salad, which can either be mango or mango and shrimp,
Hmm.
and then some sort of starch, and then it comes with these sort of like waffle fries. So that sort of threw me for a loop on Asian restaurants serving these sort of spiced waffle fries.
Well,
But
time out here.
I'm
Time
guess
out. Time out.
yes,
So,
sir.
but these look like actual waffles. Are these the fries you're talking about,
No,
or
no,
those are the
they
waffle
actually
fries
do
here?
have savory waffles as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so they
know.
have waffles and they also have waffle fries. And that is odd
Yes.
for an Asian restaurant. Like
Hmm.
super odd. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm guessing too, like making rice a lot would be sort of hard to keep all the time. And in case you have customers were waffle fries, they were frozen, so at least they could just cook them to order,
Yeah.
and sort of make it their own sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Should we look
So
at their
if you want,
Instagram next or the
yeah, go to the
pictures?
Instagram. Yeah, let's
Let's
do
see.
the Instagram
Okay.
or the menu,
All
whatever we
right.
have. So yeah.
Well, looks like they're hiring.
Oh,
Hiring
there it goes.
baristas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I'm going to point out this one. This is one of those boxes that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the waffles, but it certainly has those waffle fries. This looks like a really yummy box. Some sort of submarine sandwich or maybe
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
banh mi.
that's their banh mi. So
That's their banh
they're a
mi, yeah?
Vietnamese restaurant. That
Yeah.
is their sort of background,
Look at this
Vietnamese.
shrimp salad, this mango shrimp
Mm-hmm.
salad. Oh, it looks
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, looks
exactly right.
good. And
So yeah,
oh,
so
there's
that's
even
what
an egg roll hidden here. Look at that. I
exactly,
didn't
yeah.
see
So
that.
that's what the
Nice.
box includes. So you get your either a banh mi, or not bao, something else, or waffle, savory waffles. Then you add your protein. So it could be steak, shrimp, chicken, or meat based, like or tofu. Then you get a spring roll, um, sorry, a cold spring roll, so either shrimp or vegetable.
Nice.
And then you can also add a deep fried spring roll, again, either meat vegetarian.
Okay.
You get salad, so mango or like a green or a seafood salad, seaweed salad maybe. You
Okay.
get shrimp to it, and then waffle fries. And look at all the different dipping sauces you get as well. So
How
it's hard to
much would a
keep track.
box be? Like this looks almost like good enough for two.
It actually was, but I think it is for they sell it for one person, but two people could eat it easily.
Yeah, it looks like it
And
would be a fun thing to share. It really
yeah,
does. And I love the
mhm,
color and even though it's a simple presentation, it's well presented.
that's it. It's kebabs. That's the other protein choice, kebabs.
Ah,
So
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
that's what it is.
Really
So yeah, so
cool.
let's go to their menu, and then I can start explaining more. Um,
So here,
yeah, go
oh,
to.
we
Oh
go
well,
to
let's go. Oh,
drinks.
you know what? Scroll back up there. So look at the. No, one more. Sorry, where you were with the drinks.
Oh,
I
the drinks
apologize.
were right here, right
Yeah,
here.
right here.
Yeah.
So specialty drinks. So let's, if since we're here anyway, look at the top choice, and that's what it is right there. Strawberry
Wow.
corn milk. So it's a
Wow.
classic drink from the streets of Asia. So basically,
I hope you
so
got that.
I did get it. I
Nice.
actually
Okay. Can't
I
wait to
saw
hear
that and
about
went,
it.
oh,
Can't wait
I
to hear
need
about
that.
it. Okay.
So remember we talked about halo halo and my experience with cream corn. I thought that because I never had cream corn other than with halo halo, and
Oh,
so
here it
just for
is.
people
There's
that
a
don't
picture
know
of
it
it right
is,
here. Those of you that are watching the
yeah,
video, there's a strawberry corn milk right on their menu because they're cycling through. Those of you that are listening, we're on the website and they're cycling through the different
yeah.
drinks. So I had to interrupt Jeff and say, "Oh, there
No,
it
no, it's all
is."
right.
So, yeah. So
So for
yeah.
those that don't know, halo halo is a Filipino sort of dessert. It means mix mix, and all it is shaved ice with a whole bunch of sweetened condiments. And because Asia doesn't really have dessert things, you have sweetened beans, jelly, and cream corn. Because it is sweet, they just added it in any way with some condensed milk. And because Ken and I grew up with halo halo with cream corn, I myself thought that cream corn was just a dessert item. And it wasn't until I went to dinner with Dylan's mom for the first time with her parents, they served cream corn on the side. I went, oh, dessert at the same time. Okay, why not? Then I realized that it was actually a side dish.
It's
But
actually just
back on the
corn. Yeah, it was
just the
vegetable.
corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm guessing that other parts of Asia will actually take corn and they either purify it or make a cream out of it. And because it is sweet, they add it to a dessert item such as this strawberry corn milk. And the name doesn't lie. It is a corn milk drink, and the addition of the strawberry syrup and some strawberries does add a bit to a bit of more sweetness to it, a bit more flavor to it. I quite enjoyed this.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
something just like you. That's something. If I saw that, that would be at the top of my list. That would be.
Oh
I
yeah.
would have to get that strawberry corn milk. Just the sound of it. And I know that some people that are listening to this are thinking, "Why on earth would you want to try that?" But it's something that we love. Sometimes when we have like we used to call it halo halo growing up, but it didn't have any fruits. It just had corn. Like it was,
The
and
corn.
that's
Yeah.
actually referred to as maíz con hielo. And there's actually even an ice cream flavor that's called maíz con hielo. You can get it at any Asian grocery store. I mean, I can
Yeah.
walk 5 minutes and pick up a pint of maíz con hielo if I wanted to. It's right beside the
Nice.
cheese ice cream. So,
Of course.
which
Hey,
of course is just as
one stop
interesting.
shopping. Exactly
Yeah.
right.
But looking at the other drinks, they have the mung bean milk tea. For those of you,
Mm-hmm.
it's just mung beans. Some people never had those before, but we had those a lot growing up.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Taro.
what's cool? This is like roasted mung bean, and roasted mung beans does have a nice flavor to it
I'm sure there's a
compared to.
nuttiness, eh? Is there a
Oh yeah,
nuttiness? Yeah, that
very
sounds
much
great.
so.
I didn't notice them. Did you have that or no?
I didn't, but I've had it.
Ah,
I've had something similar before.
yeah. They
So
got the
yeah.
taro creamy mint lemonade. That sounds interesting. Probably just has
Hmm.
condensed milk in it, right?
Yeah.
The pinkity drinkity, the house special milk tea. I will tell you this: is that if I'm at a place and I don't know what to have, and they have a house special milk, like or a Hong Kong milk tea or something like that, that's probably the one I'm going to gravitate to, unless I
Yeah, it
find
makes
something
sense.
else. And then brown sugar milk tea and a mango dragon fruit. Those of you that haven't had dragon fruit, it sounds really exotic and it looks really cool, but I don't really like the taste of it. I don't know how you feel about
It's
it, Jeff.
it's just like a kiwi, basically. That's what I have to compare the taste to it.
Yeah.
You know.
I will add, it's a weak kiwi. It doesn't taste like, I think the
Yes,
kiwi tastes like there's more flavor to a kiwi than a
it is.
dragon
Yeah,
fruit.
you're right.
You
You're
know,
right.
but it does look, the dragon fruit. They look cool. Like I can see why
It
they
is.
call it, and it looks pretty cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool to look at.
Right.
Not as good to eat. So yeah.
No.
So did you just had the strawberry corn milk? Did you have any other drinks?
We actually also had, and scroll down, one of their coffees. I wonder if we can scroll down.
The latte series?
Yeah,
No.
it's one of the coffees
Oh,
there.
there we go.
Yeah, there it is. I had the coffee bubble milk tea. That's really hard to say sometimes, because it has the word coffee and tea at the same time. So coffee bubble milk tea.
How was that?
Um, I've had better. Unfortunately, this wasn't the best one that I've had.
Okay.
So basically, it's like a milk like tea, not really a Hong Kong style milk tea,
Okay.
but had more like, well, of course, it had coffee in it. And yeah, you could choose either have the boba in it or lychee jelly, but I went with the classic boba, and
Okay.
yeah, it was okay.
Nice, nice. And
Hmm.
so what's cool is, as Jeff pointed out, you could have like the boba or the lychee jelly. There's also the grass jelly. There's all these different ones that they have to offer, even aloe vera. And then as far as the sweetness goes, you can go with super sweet or less
Hmm.
sweet, or even no sweet
Yeah,
if you want, or no ice or less ice or extra ice, whatever
yeah,
the way you want it. It's kind of neat.
it
Um,
is.
yeah. So you had if I remember correctly, the coffee bubble milk tea and the
Hmm.
corn, yeah,
Strawberry corn milk.
strawberry corn milk. Sounds cool. I'm already happy just listening to those two, but you actually have actual food, right? So
Yeah. So
yeah.
let's scroll down
So
again and see if the food is there, and then
oh, there's the
oh, there it
food.
is. Okay, so there we go. So we had, I think we had the number one. So the banh mi fried spring roll, fresh. Yeah. So yeah, look at that. It's a good. Yeah. So
Um,
you get your banh mi, fried spring roll, fresh spring roll, salad, and waffle fries.
nice, nice. And the
Yeah.
two of you shared that, right?
We actually we had Diana's grandma with us,
Oh, okay.
and then we also had the number three. So the skewers and everything else was the same: fried spring roll, fresh spring roll,
Oh, so you
salad, and
never
waffle
tried the
fries.
waffles?
I didn't.
That's
I
interesting.
was
I
like,
thought, were you thinking of that
it's
you
one of,
wanted them?
well, it just we I didn't know if the protein was added onto it somehow, or maybe it was like a vegetarian
Oh,
style. Because
oh,
if you look at the so
I
scroll down
see
just
what
to
you're
the
going to.
starters.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
what you're getting at. It's like if you get the waffles, there's no protein.
no.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see why you do that.
So
Yeah.
this is how you order it. So if you ask for the banh mi, there's the meat. So you get barbecue beef, barbecue pork, barbecue chicken, chicken, meatballs, tofu, or shrimp.
You got which
Um,
ones, Jeff?
we got the beef, barbecue beef,
Nice.
and
Okay.
then the other box we got chicken skewers.
Nice.
A little surprised, and I'll let you know about that later.
Okay.
Both of them had the mango salad with shrimp,
Nice.
and then one box had the fried spring rolls meats, and one had spring rolls vegetarian, and then the fresh rolls, but we both had with shrimp.
Good.
It doesn't say
Good.
here, but the shrimp was $1 extra. But
Okay.
shrimp is shrimp. That's okay. We don't
You know,
mind at
but
all.
anywhere you go, I wouldn't say anywhere, but a lot of places that you're gonna go, like if you go to like a place, like if you're eating food like like fast food at like what do you call it, like a food court, and they'll say, oh
Yeah,
yeah, any item is like $5.99, but it's $1 more for the shrimp, right? So shrimp's always a
yeah,
dollar more, like
it is.
usually. Yeah, so that's just the way.
It
That's
is.
just accepted, to me it is at least. So yeah.
So that's the one thing I like about this place. So and I think we mentioned this before. Like things like banh mi's or baos and stuff like that. You know, different vessels, but the filling is also always the same. So it helps the restaurant, push things out more in a more efficient way because there's only sort of set many items already. They just
Yeah,
dress it differently for you.
absolutely. Sounds pretty cool.
Hmm.
Sounds way cool. Yeah.
So yeah,
So wait, that's the yeah. So should we have a look at those pics
that's
or
my picture is there, so you can see what we ordered.
so this is the menu
Yeah, so this is the
that you
menu.
took
So
a
yeah,
picture
so
of.
basically it's what we saw there already. So if you look at the top right corner,
Okay.
it says box number one is shareable. Choose your banh mi, and then choose your meat. Number two is the waffles, and number three is the skewers.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, I said I was surprised with the skewers because when I
Okay.
think skewers, I always think like they're kebabs. They're basically, like Filipino kebabs or like Mediterranean kebabs. They're sort of grilled and whatnot added on.
Yeah.
Um, if you go to my picture, let's go to the next picture. and I'll show you. So there, yeah. So there's the coffee milk bubble tea
Okay.
on the left, and the strawberry corn milk on the right.
All right. I know that we were going to talk about those skewers, but so you liked you've had better coffee bubble milk
Yeah,
or
I
bubble
had coffee,
tea,
but yeah,
but this drink here, would you get this again? The
I would.
corn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good mix of the corn milk and the strawberry syrup together.
Gotta
Yeah.
ask you, did the
Mhm.
strawberry overpower the corn? Because I could see that happening.
Not really.
Good.
Not really.
Good.
Even though it looks very strong, like
Yeah.
there was a lot. No, not at all.
Good to hear. Good to
Yeah,
hear. Nice.
exactly right. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And so here is, are these the chicken skewers?
The chicken skewers. So they were deep fried chicken balls or
They
or,
do look
or, or
like they,
chicken
yeah,
nuggets.
they're not, you'd expect them to be grilled
That's what I was hoping, and I didn't realize this until I opened the box. But oh, they're deep fried. So yeah. So and can we just go with the other box just so we see that one compare thing? Oh
wait,
no, oh sorry, I apologize. All
that's
right,
all we have.
so all right, that's my fault. I thought I had another box picture. So the banh mi is almost like we saw in their picture.
Okay.
The classic French bread. Yeah, on the top left corner. Yeah, there we go. So it wasn't the banh mi that I was expecting.
Oh,
So Ken and I have
wow.
had banh mi's, and yeah, to me the banh mi that I expect is like nice slices of beef, a lot of nice fresh vegetables, whether it be like pickled carrots, daikon,
Yeah,
um,
typically
yeah,
pickled
pickled,
vegetables. Yeah.
like and cucumbers and everything else. But this banh mi was quite different. Um, and taste wise, yeah, it didn't have the same taste, or yeah, it was something different. And so what's funny is my barber who works at Young and Beautiful, he's Vietnamese as well. He always says that I think the North Vietnamese cuisine isn't as good as the South Vietnamese cuisine. So
Okay.
that's why a lot of Vietnamese restaurants we see are Southern based. So I'm not too sure if this is like Northern style cuisine, Vietnamese
So
cuisine,
did it not
or
have the pickled vegetables or?
it didn't. Or if it did, it wasn't very much. Um,
That is a really big difference in flavor. If it's lacking
it
that, I
is.
wouldn't say lacking.
Yeah.
If it's missing, but if it's supposed to be missing, that's a different story, right?
Hmm.
And so now, I see there's nori on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Nor, yeah,
I'm not used to that.
no,
Not on a bun mi, at
no.
least. I'm not used to nori, of
Yeah.
course, but just
And there's
and those of you that
there's
don't know,
nori on the salad as well. So
nori is that seaweed, the dry seaweed
yeah.
in sushi. If you
Hmm.
don't know what nori is, and so
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit on the salad. Yeah, sure, I could see it there, whatever, right? But I'm not used to
Hmm.
seeing that on the sandwich. So I was gonna ask you on that. So perhaps it was just a different style, not what you're expecting, and it sounds like not as good.
No, unfortunately, to be honest, everything that we had. So if you go back to my picture,
Yeah. Hold on a second
um,
here.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, so unfortunately, everything needed more taste, needed more something.
Oh,
Um,
really? Okay, well, hold on a second.
yeah.
Okay, because typically when I have the fresh spring rolls, I always need to have it with that peanut butter sauce or that peanut butter
Hmm.
dip or whatever, because
Yeah.
it doesn't taste as good without it. How about
No,
that? Like that with the dip, was that okay?
that was just okay.
Just
That
okay.
was okay. Yeah,
Wow.
unfortunately,
Wow.
yeah,
And the
just
mango
okay.
salad wasn't enough flavor on
Mango
that
salad was
either.
probably the best thing they had.
Okay.
The
It looks
mangoes were
good.
fresh, good taste. The shrimp was good
Yeah.
too.
Spring
Um,
roll is a spring roll. I mean, there's not much to it. So
no, yeah, it was just like and plus it was like a huge. It was basically just like ground pork or whatever. So there wasn't much other filling inside. It was just like if you like meats, that's a good meat. But unfortunately, the meat itself not needed more flavor.
was
Like
it dry
everything
at
here
all?
needed more flavor, but it was a bit dry.
Do you
So
think
yeah,
if you just like, is it just lacking salt? Like sometimes it's just salt, no?
maybe that's what it is. I
Maybe,
don't
eh?
know.
That's.
So
Would you go back
I might go back just for the for the
for the
strawberry
milk, for the
for the
drink?
milk corn milk.
Oh,
Unfortunately, yeah.
all
To
right.
be honest,
So,
yeah, Diane actually got this before, and
oh,
I thought because it was cold, it was okay. So when I went there last time, I thought, okay, this is nice and hot. Let's try it again.
what did Grandma
And
think?
unfortunately, she liked it. It was
Okay.
her first time trying Vietnamese food. But I'll next time she's down, I'll make sure we go to a place that we like.
Yeah, that
the,
you've been to. Maybe
a
let have
tried true
some
place,
pho or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right. So unfortunately,
Oh,
I have to give Keeping Koi Cafe. I'm getting it a 6,
okay.
more because the strawberry corn milk, push it over the 5, uh, the passing grade.
All right. So I want all
So,
the listeners to really keep this in mind. Jeff knows the owner. I mean, maybe not at a
well,
knows
not on
of
a
the
personal
owner,
level.
like
Yeah, yeah,
but
that's the owner. Yeah,
and wants to give them business, but are just disappointed with the food. Is gonna certainly give them his business, but only for the drink, and probably only
yeah,
that one drink.
yeah.
I still want to try that drink,
Okay.
and after Jeff's review, I probably don't want to try the food now, which is
No.
okay. All right, and
Yeah.
now you guys know, and if you guys have been to Keeping Coin, you love it. We'd love to hear,
Oh
right? And
yeah.
because if you tried something that Jeff didn't have and you think it's awesome, we want to try it then. Like we're gonna want to try
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
we'd
Please
love
let us
that.
know. Like we said, maybe it's a regional thing. Like there's a region of Vietnamese that we're not used to, and we're just sort of stuck with what banh mi that we've North Americans know what banh mi is. But yeah, to me, unfortunately, this lacked a lot of flavor and a lot of pizzazz. But the strawberry corn milk, I highly recommend.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good to know, right? There's a couple disappointing things. The fact
Yeah.
that the skewers are deep fried, or the fact that the
Yeah.
banh mi didn't have the pickled veg. There's a little
No.
bit of a disappointment there. But if you have some recommendations that we should eat, then we'll certainly try them. And that's the same goes for the Egyptian food, right? I've only
Hmm.
had a couple things. I've had like the liver. I've had the lentil soup, and I've had, of course, older sides like the hummus and stuff, and the Cairo Classic. But if there's something that you think that we should try, we're pretty open to trying it, unless it's super spicy
Oh
or alive. We're just not going to eat it. Like I won't eat
no.
any. I won't eat an animal that's alive. I think that's very cruel.
Exactly right. No, no. Neither will I.
But other than that, we um, not the best week. I mean, it's great to be
No,
back, and
it
we can't
is.
always give everything. Like I know that we're so used to giving all of our restaurants. Oh, you got to go here. This is a 9 out of
Yeah.
10. This is an 8 out of 10. Sometimes we run into places that we would love to give a good review with, but we just can't. And so
No.
even Aragoz, I'm only giving it a 7, but I do want to give it another chance. And then Keeping Koi, we want at least a drink. How does the drink alone? If you just rating that drink, what would you give it?
I give it an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
See,
Eight's
so
good.
that's kind of where we're at. And so this week we, had some a little bit of Egyptian food, then we had some
Hmm.
Vietnamese food, and it was a great week. And we certainly, if you're getting value from our podcast, or if you have any recommendations, what we invite you to do is this. Not if you have recommendations, but if you're getting value, then we invite you to either like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know, what you think. Maybe you're just getting entertained by what we're talking about, or maybe you like our recommendations and you want to try what we're eating. Then certainly let us know. Leave us a review, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can do that. And that way, that really helps us get the word out, and it really supports our podcast. And you can do so, for free, right, Jeff?
That is right. And yeah, if you have recommendations for us, please let us know. But remember this quote from Julia Child: "People who love to eat are always the best people."
Yeah, and that, of course, includes my brother, Chef Jeff Santos, and I'm his brother, Kenny Santos, and you as well, if you love to eat food worth mentioning. All right, thanks a lot, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
You've been listening to Santos Brothers Eat.
Food worth mentioning.